guys ready to walk with Elias?
The following contest. Elias.
It's nice to see Elias isn't wearing his grandmother's kimono tonight.
You know what WWE stands for, right?
Oh, go ahead and we want earplugs.
Walk with Elias. He's got his own album, Corey. How can you deny what this man is all about?
When it comes from in the ring, bell to bell, absolutely, I've got all the respect in the world for what Elias is capable of. But when he strums his guitar, it makes my ears bleed.
That actually kind of...
And his partner, from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler on his way to the ring.
Looking as confident as ever, Cole.
Standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 385 pounds, The Big Show!
The Big Show's heading to the ring. I hope it's reinforced.
The entrance, too. Remember what he did to the Titantron?
The Big Red Machine.
Weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane.
As he makes his way to the ring, you can't help but be awed by this monster's longevity.
And amazingly, the fire still burns for Kane after all this time, Michael.
And we're now underway with this huge tag team match.
When I looked at the card for tonight, this one definitely stood out as one you don't want to miss.
It is always a treat to see the Big Show in action.
After all, he is the world's largest athlete.
And you're the world's biggest idiot, Saxton, but I do agree, this should be fun.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Oh, guys, there's the big-time slam.
Vicious.
Well, that's one way to surprise an opponent. Oh, guys, there's the mat slam.
With some attitude. From behind. Down with a neck breaker.
Elbow right to the nose. Set him up.
From behind.
So much damage inflicted.
Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
Oh, watch out.
Set him up. Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout. I will never forget Survivor Series 1999, where the Big Show replaced Stone Cold Steve Austin and first won the WWE Championship against 2 all-time greats, The Rock and Triple H.
Byron, I remember that Survivor Series match like it was yesterday. I was there backstage, and the Big Show was a man possessed that night.
And never underestimate the element of surprise, gentlemen, especially when that surprise is a 7-foot giant with a hunger for the WWE Championship.
This superstar is dangerous both inside and outside the ring. Oh, what a knee lift. Too quick for him there.
And Elias reverses it. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions. Oh man, what a leg drop!
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop at the end.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, The New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold.
A superstar cannot go move for move with Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's knowledge of holds and aerial maneuvers means you have to figure out how to contend with the show-off on the ground and in the air.
Corey, what you talked about earlier is one of the reasons why Dolph Ziggler's been so successful in WWE. Whether it's mat-based holds or air attacks, Ziggler is more than comfortable mixing it up with an opponent.
Guys, think of how difficult that is if you're Dolph Ziggler's opponent. You have to make sure to avoid holds and steer clear of aerial attacks. I'm not sure what an opponent can do against the show-off. See if he takes the bait.
Arenas around the world became filled with fire and despair when Kane appeared at In Your House, Bad Blood 1997. The entity tore the door off the Hell in a Cell and attacked his brother, The Undertaker.
I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
Kane tore through the Attitude Era and even tombstone baseball legend Pete Rose at WrestleMania 14, but that was only the beginning for this monster who battled Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, DX, and a host of others.
Kane's held so many championships, I can't list them all here. And in recent years, Kane formed Team Hell No, reformed the Brothers of Destruction with The Undertaker, became the Director of Operations for The Authority, and showed us that the Demon was back.
He's lining him up.
He'd be wise to stay right there.
Big Show is in position.
Stay down, man.
And it's Dolph Ziggler with the reversal.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and
Big Show setting up. That's the showstopper.
Now it's time to capitalize.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
He's too quick for him there. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
A quick reversal by Elias.
Kane with the excellent move to get out.
Reverses that one.
And Ziggler gets out of the way quickly.
Lightning speed from Dolph. Snapmare.
Oh, and the rolling neck snap. What a strike. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Nailed it. Now, here we go. Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
Wow, Kane.
He's got him down. This is it. Oh, how resilient was that?
Man, Kane is running on fumes, but he somehow powers out.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the neck breaker. Things are looking bleak for Dolph Ziggler here.
Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
This is all but over.
Guys, you can tell he's drained, but I guarantee you that won't stop him from doing everything he can to win this thing.
Uh-oh, got him in the sleeper. Is he going to pass out?
But can he follow up here? You don't want to be caught in a hold like that for too long.
Kane has been
Guys, this is
eliminated.
tag team competition at its absolute best.
Dolph Ziggler turns it around.
This is where all it takes is one move and your opponent can gain the upper hand.
That could be a game changer.
Big Show doing a great job of turning that around.
Dolph Ziggler is going in for the kill.
Boom, what impact.
Ziggler has this match in hand, guys.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Lands this, and he is done.
Ziggler is unstoppable when he's feeling it like this.
Oh, nasty impact.
He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
If every tag team in the back isn't watching this match right now, they're doing themselves a major disservice.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
When this guy's on, look out.
He's looking shaky. This could be the end.
Uh-oh. Shot in the back.
Oh, right to the face. This one is over.
Now here we go.
Beautiful, beautiful swinging neck breaker.
He goes for the cover.
Too close for cover.
Wow, and the Big Show goes on, kicking out at the last minute.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far. Zigzag!
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Man, Big Show is able to get out of the way there.
Deceptively fast. Snapmare.
Oh, the Big Show running a huge wave of momentum right now.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
You cannot take your eyes off him for a second.
Really?
Beautiful technique.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have vicious attack.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
Man, Big Show never stops. Ooh.
Kohina clutch! Kohina clutch!
That'll mess up your neck. Man, can he finish him off here?
The Big Show has been eliminated.